Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wonderful Wednesday, and we are doing a little bit of catching up from the story that we read on Monday. Now, the story we read Monday was called Whistle for Willie, and the whole story was about a little boy who was trying to learn how to whistle. In the very beginning, Willie saw another boy playing with his dog outside, and he got a little jealous. He saw him whistle, and the dog came running up to the child, and he said, "Oh, I just wish that I could whistle too," right? And that's what happened in the very, very, very beginning. That's just a little refreshing. So the whole entire story just tells you all the different things Willie did to try to figure out how to whistle, right? He saw a carton on the ground, which was another word for a big empty box, and he thought it would be so funny if he hid in the carton and tried to trick his dog. He said, "I can hide under here and I can whistle, and then Willie's going to hear me, but he's not going to know where I am." And he thought it would be a funny little trick to play on him. But he couldn't figure out how to whistle. He tried and tried and tried again. And throughout the story, he does a lot of different things to try to help him whistle, but nothing really does until the very end. In the very end, he sees Willie coming down the street again. He finds the box again. So he hurries up and he scurries under the box and he hides in it. And once he's in the box, a real whistle comes out. And he finally gets to trick Willie, and he blows his little lips together, blows a whistle, and then the dog is so confused. He's looking all around. His trick has worked, and he's finally happy, okay? The end of the story, Peter is very, very proud that he can whistle, and he whistles all the way to and from the store, and they live happily ever after. If you forget any of the real details from the story, you can watch our video from Monday where we actually did read the story, okay? Now, I'm going to give you the comprehension questions that go with the story. This is the part that I was going to post yesterday, but I had a very hard time posting the video. For some reason, it wouldn't upload and it wouldn't record without glitching out. So I'm going to show you the comprehension questions today, and then I'm going to show you one more activity that you can do with this story, okay? After that, I'm going to make another video reading the poems that come after Whistle for Willie. And then tomorrow I'm going to post the videos of the questions that kind of go with both stories, okay? So the questions for today start off with a talk and turn. That's where you would turn to your neighbor at school. That would be obviously the person sitting beside you. But since we're not at school, you can turn to your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your dog, your cat, whichever person thinks you're going to listen. Now, it says, how can you take good care of a pet? Think about it. What do you need to do to take good care of a pet? Okay. How does Peter take care of Willie? Use text evidence to help you explain. That means you're going to use clues in the story that helped you come up with that answer, okay? And then it says, talk about what you know about taking care of a pet and tell your ideas clearly. So when you talk to your partner, whoever it may be, I want you to come up with at least 3 different ideas of how to take good care of a pet. Okay, and now I'm going to read you the 3 comprehension questions that come at the end of the story. Okay, number 1 says, what lesson can you learn from Peter? A lesson you can learn from Peter. That means, what is Peter trying to teach you with what he went through in the story, okay? Number 2, why does Peter want to learn to whistle? What happened in the very beginning of the story that made Peter want to learn how to whistle? And number 3, Peter learns how to whistle. What have you learned how to do because you kept trying? So what is something that you might have not been able to do at first, but you kept trying and trying and trying until you got it just right, okay? Now I'm going to hold up the questions. This way, if you want to write them down so you can answer them, they're right there. And let's go this way. Pause the video right here. You can have your mom and dad pause it, and then you can write down those questions, or you can look at them to help you write the answers, okay? And the very last activity you're going to do is a writing activity, okay? It says, What would Willie say if he could talk? Now, Willie is the dog. What do you think Willie would say if he could talk? What would he say happened? Write sentences that tell the story the way Willie would tell it. So now you get to have a little fun with this story. I want you to think about it, and I want you to think about how would Willie tell this story if he was saying all of the words, okay? Would he say, "Oh, my boy was trying to trick me. He hid in a box. I was so scared. I was looking everywhere for him." How would Willie tell this story if it was coming from him, okay? And make sure you don't only have to write sentences. If you can't think of that many sentences, you can also draw a picture showing some details, okay? Now, I was going to go ahead and read the poems tomorrow, but since I'm not going to post the poem activities until tomorrow, I'll wait until tomorrow to post the stories, okay? I hope you guys have a really good day. I know it's been a long few weeks, but please just try to keep it together, stick together with your family and your friends, your brothers and sisters. Make sure you have fun, help mom and dad with chores. Just try to do the right thing. This way, when you come back to school, you'll be ready to be the best second graders, just like we were the best first graders, okay? I love and miss you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.